Super Rugby may be over for another year, but the ever-popular and ever-crowd favourites, the Western Force, will turn out for just one more match tonight as they face up another international team. Boy, it is really club versus country time at the moment. It is Fiji against the Western Force. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and one-off water for you to pick what you see out there on the rugby field. Today is the Western Force up against Fiji. It seems to be a popular thing at the moment, the club versus country, and it is a very good idea. It's something we don't see a huge amount these days, and it is great to keep it alive out there on the field. Today's request is for Reese Compton. Thank you for your request. Hope you enjoy the match today. And here's one to see the Western Force involved here in their 6th match of the series. They have a horrible weak record at the moment. 4 losses and just 1 win. And that 1 win was against Toulon as well, where it was Hodgson who blew them away on that day with a huge haul of tries and completely outplayed that huge, iconic squad from Toulon. Can he repeat the performance? Can the Force keep up the standard that they have been burning out in the last season, where they were very good and they were right up there with the best teams in the competition? Up against them is Fiji. Now Fiji are really struggling in this series. They've played 2 matches so far and we have seen far from their best work. They have some talented players, especially in the backs, but they just haven't clicked as a squad, as a unit yet for Fiji. When you look at Matawalu, Bai, Gonovan, Ndolo, Falfa Mbutha and Nalaga out on the left wing as well, Bobo at the back, that is a very classy and very talented back line. Can they perform today? Will they perform against the Western Force, or will the Force go up for win number 2? Let's get down to the action. It's about ready for kickoff. The Western Force at home against Fiji. It will be Fiji to kick off, playing in the black and white, the Western Force, and their customary blue and slightly black uniforms as a kick-off. Cottrell brilliantly plucks it in. I thought it was out on the full, but we're instantly into the action as Godwin gets a great pass. And he looks outside himself and he finds Hodgson, who just about slips through that tackle. Albie Matthewson. Oh, Albie Matthewson running away. What a great play from the little scrum half. He threw it out the back door as it was a big winger chasing him. And Nalaga took him down, and now it's Fiji who turned the ball over. What have they got in response? It's Ndolo. Good ball back in field with a pass, and it's a Mbutha. And he's taken out just on the 22. Fiji looking very good at the moment. Here's Matawalu throwing an intercept ball to Hodgson.
Release.
Oh, that's disappointing for Fiji, but they might just steal it straight back. The Western Force are fighting hard for it, but it will come back to the Fijians, and they once again look to the right side with Ndolo. And he's up against Cummins, which what a battle that is. Cummins and Ndolo stopped slowly and surely as they look to the corner once again. Here's another almost break for the outside centre, and it's Falfa Mbutha. Once again, boy, he's been destructive for Fiji already. Into touch he went, and it's a chance here for the Western Force to clear their line. As they have the line out, Falfa Mbutha putting it into touch. Matthewson throws it straight back to Everson, who is going to thump this one in the breeze. It's a good kick too. Very nice kick from Everson. And he's relieved a lot of pressure there on the Force. Fiji were really piling it up. A team capable of making line breaks from any spot on the field. The line out comes in. Oh, shocking from Tuapati. He's given it straight to the Force. And Goodwin. Oh, Goodwin's completely messed that pass up. It's rescued somehow for the Force. Rosalia doing a good job, but it will not come back on their side of the ruck. And to the left side they go. Kalu popping it inside. Another good run here from Manu. It's a strong play, strong ball handling from these Fijians. Now the pace comes on. Oh, that was nearly there from Nalaga. Matthewson digs deep in the ruck and turns over. McMenamin finding some support. Godwin's busting, but look at the speed. He's caught very easily. Cummins will put on the fancy footwork. He spills the ball. Rosalia gets it back. It's a poor pass out for Hodgson. Throws it out the back door, and I think Fiji might have picked that one up. Loose play all around the paddock here from the force. Numbers to Byrne once again, and Bai goes through the middle. Fiji look to have everything under control at the moment, except for the rucks as Hodgson steals another one back. Long bottom. Finds some ball out here for Eberson. Oh, that's a horrible kick from Eberson. Tackled at the same time, and the ball just squirts out straight into touch. And it will be a line out once again to Tuapati. For Fiji, goes to the back, it's stolen from Hodgson. Eberson this time, fires a big ball out for Rosalia. He takes on the defence and Halapeti gets hammered.
Release.
Big tackle there on the young winger. Nalaga's been all over this match at the moment. This could be close for an intercept. McMenamin just picks it up out of the grasps of the Fijian defensive line. Back here for Mathewson. He finds Eberson, who's going to look to play a bit of territory. He kicks that straight down the middle of the park, and Bubba was waiting completely in control of that situation. But great defence. Puts Conover into touch. What a chasing line from the force there. That's a game changer. Charles will have the line out throw for the force. Gets it to Wykes at the front. Nice ball delivered to Hodgson. Finds Eberson trying to run it on the angle. It's going to squirt out again for Fiji. Oh, dearie me, it's all coming apart for the force. Great offloads here for Fiji. As is Nalaga once again finding some space down his left-hand wing. Fiji looking to end the half in a bit of a flurry here if they can. Rosalia makes a great tackle. Fiji going a bit backwards, but they'll easily change that to forward as they come out to the right-hand side. Oh, read like a book from Cummins. And Ndula was hammered into touch. It was 3-on-1, and they just took it far too basic. So line out again for Charles and for the force, who will want to score before half-time. Again, it's White who takes it down. Finds Hodgson. Eberson once again. Cottrell, good ball. Halapeti. He's coming up against the Lago once again. This gets hammered into the turf. And the force struggling to get this ball back. Now finally comes for Albie Mathewson. Finds Godwin. Rosalia, good ball, long bottom in the back line. Finds Cummins. Here we go. It's Cummins busting. Cummins over the top. Oh, what a play from Cummins. That is outstanding. Simply special stuff from Cummins on the left wing. And a true Honey Badger moment there for all the fans. What an absolute slice of brilliance. Quick ball, long bottom, that was brilliant. But it was this chip. What extreme speed shown from Nick Cummins. These Fijians aren't slow. No chance they're slow at all. But he smoked them like they were fresh out of the sea. That's Ndolo. That's Bobo is there as well. No slouches on the field. But Cummins is sending them back to training school with that play. Right play, right time, a sign of an outstanding player. Here's Hayward to take the conversion and to send us to half-time with an absolute beauty. That's a nice kick, and it gives the force a 7-0 lead over Fiji as we'll head to the sheds for milk and oranges or whatever it is they have these days. And we'll have a look at how this first half has gone about. It is 7-0, the Western Force over Fiji, and we can see that it is the Force who are having the better possession. But Fiji, well, they've looked poor in their first two matches, but today they have looked quite the part, stepping up on most departments, struggling a bit when it comes to the rucks. But in the outfield, in the back line, as we thought at the start of the match, they are really starting to excel and dominate the fixture. A late try to Nick Cummins is all that's keeping the Force in front. 7 handling errors, not the best for them. Fiji just won, which is quite unlike Fiji. 4 line breaks for the Force and 3 for Fiji as well. Thought there would have been more tries in this one. 2 teams who definitely feel comfortable attacking, especially this year for the Force. Fiji, well, they're just freaks of nature, aren't they, on the rugby field? They can produce the unbelievable, like we saw from Cummins. I expect some of that back from the Fijians in the second half. Let's see what happens. 40 minutes of action still to come. And it will be Everson for the Western Force to kick off half number 2 of this one-off requested match. The Western Force leading Fiji 7-0 as we're into the second half. Oh, and look at this flurry start here from the Force. Oh, that's brilliant. What a play. Back it goes for Godwin. Looked like he was trying to set something up. Rosselier ends up getting, well, he gets a big face full of Fijian defenders and promptly loses possession. Well, that's not good there at all as Godwin's on defensive duties now. Cummins makes a double tackle as Fiji play it out of their own half.
Release.
Their own 22 even. Back there, Matuwalu trying to break free. Here's Manu now. Well, Manu's taken down very slowly and isolated completely. That is a shocking piece of play from Fiji. The ball handler was completely left alone. And straight away, the penalty for not releasing. Wow, that is a horrible piece of rugby there from Fiji. They're capable of the brilliant, but they're also capable of the horrible. Here's a horrible attempt at goal. Speaking of horrible, the penalty was disgusting almost. That kick was even worse. Fiji retain possession. They come to the left side. Mafu finds some support in numbers. Oh, that's a good play. Back in for but he finds Goodovin. Now they're looking with Bai as he finds it to Naya Katini. Oh, it's turned over here. Rosselier picks up the ball. Oh, and he's driven backwards as soon as he picked it up. Fwikes goes back to Everson, looking for a drop goal. That's not bad at all. And then it's 3 points. Well, he says to Jaden Hayward, if you can't get a penalty, just let me get the drop goal instead. That was a sweetly struck kick. Straight through the middle, plenty of height. Perfect end over end kicked from Sias Everson. It gives the lead 10-0 to the Force. As we're once again underway. Kick downfield from Bai. Oh, good pass back inside. Here's Everson again. Hodgson. Charles. Oh, there's numbers out here on the left for the Force. Godwin takes it. Oh, he doesn't take the tackle. Good defense. Matthewson tries to wiggle out of one. He does all right there. It's taken from the second wave, and there's not many Force players here at all, and they've lost the ball straight away. As a good run there from Kalu.
Release. Driving
straight at the defense. These Fijians just have no fear of what's about to come to them. Oh, what a pass that is to Fafampufa. Again, he splits the line in half. He must have almost every single line break for Fiji in this match at the moment. Matawalu just about cuts through. Good tackle. Takes him down just in the nick of time. To the left side. Tyler. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. And it'll be try number 1 for Fiji. Going the way of Nalaga. Over the defence, was rushing up, and it was see you later when the left winger got his hands on the ball. And Nalaga scores for Fiji, who find themselves right back in the mix. There was a ball, it was Tylee went over the top of Cummins, and there was Halapeti as well. Godwin just ball watching there as it floated over their heads. Here we go, look at that. Oh, magical pass. Finding Nalaga, and you've got to go back to the run from Fafampufa, which really set that up. It completely destroyed the Force's defence, and they never really recovered. The try was a gaping hole. And now a chance for Jeremiah Bai to add 2 more, which could... Oh, that is a dreamy kick. One of the best there from Jeremiah Bai. Started it outside the right-hand upright and just let the wind do the rest, and boy, did it look pretty. Western Force with a job to do here. 18 minutes remain, and they lead by just the 3. Oh, intercepted from Wykes. Here's Cowan. Oh, and Pete Cowan gets hammered. Fijian defence looking nice and brutal as we like to expect. Again, they go to Eberson. Oh, look to kick something there. Here's Rosalia. Trying to shimmy his way through the defence. Can't get away with that one. Matthewson runs at the line. Makes some gaps. Beautiful ball finds Cummins. Cummins still has Wykes. And the big second rower will dot down on the left side for the Western Force. Well, Cummins scored the first, but he turned into provider there. I thought he might have backed himself to do it, but he really had confidence in the big lock, the big Wykes. Look at this. Brilliant display of sportsmanship between your teammates. Completely unselfishly from Nick Cummins. Give the man some raps. That was a beautiful show of how to trust your teammates. And he was not going to score that himself. He got decked. Wykes gets a try. An important one too. It's a lead. Now extends back out. And this kick is, once again, it's going to be tricky. We saw from Senemeyer by how to do it. What has Hayward learned? Nothing at all. Oh, dear me. Back to school, son, because that is a disaster. 2 missed kicks now from Jaden Hayward after the first one wasn't bad. But the lead now is just 8. Missed conversion, of course, they're still out above their 7-point difference here. Kicked off from Bai, straight down the middle. Beautifully claimed too. It was a good kick. Force trying to maul it, going nowhere. Now they look to the right. Rosalia, oh, he spills it. Oh, he had some support too, looked good. Trying to get Halapeti in some room. Cowan, Hodgson, over the top to Cummins. Oh, Cummins! Thought he had a man still there, but he didn't. Long bottom and support for Eberson. The Force not dedicating many players to these rucks. Here's Godwin. Looks wide. Here's Halapeti. Oh! Oh, that's a nasty hit on Halapeti. And that is the Fijian try scorer Nalaga with the big shot there. And I think the Western Force will have no issues with thumping this one. Not very far, mind you, into touch. But the most important thing there from Eberson was that it went into touch, and it did. 3 to go, they have a line out. And they have an 8-point lead. To the front, try-scoring lock Wykes takes it down beautifully. Hodgson. Oh, good ball from Hodgson. McCalman over the top. Here's Godwin. Finally finds some space. Boys has some chances. Sets it up again for the Force. Oh, Matthewson! Matthewson's through! He looks to go around Bobo at the back. Can't get through. Good run from a little Albie Matthewson. Again, here's a Force going for the line. Can he get it down? What a try! Final nail in the coffin. Who got that one? Was it? Yes, it was McMenamin with another try for the Force. And the second rowers, Wykes and McMenamin, getting a try apiece. Almost in disbelief. Look at the run there. Again, it come down to Tuapati being offside. The hooker and the scrum cap there. In front of the last feed, could not touch McMenamin. He should have been that first defender off the ruck. We've seen it the play before as well. Matthewson did the same. Fijian defender first off the ruck was offside. Matthewson made big meters up the middle, and then it was just destroyed defence once again for Fiji. And McMenamin knows his way forward and scores the Force's third try. Here's Hayward. Oh, that's close to the post. Beautifully curved it away at the last second, but a successful kick makes it 22-7. Full time is called from the ref, and we are all over. The Western Force got a bit shaky, but in the end they got the job done, as they have done quite well this year as well. Becoming a team that knows how to win when the opportunity arises. They had to fight hard for this one, but it's paid off for them, and they claim just their second win of the series. 22 points to 7, the Western Force over Fiji. Let's check out the scorers here, and for the Western Force it is Wykes, McMenamin and Cummins with 1 try apiece. They were good tries too. That Nick Cummins try was an absolute blinder. He would have plenty to say about how that went about. McMenamin and Wykes, they were just very good tries. McMenamin's one off the back of that ruck was just complete control of the match at that point, and they knew exactly where to expose Fiji. Hayward's kicking was a bit wayward, as a nickname there, Wayward Hayward, but in the end got 2 out of his 3 conversions. Missed a penalty, which seen Everson nail a beautiful drop goal not long after that missed attempt. As for Fiji, well, they definitely played, and they were good in the first half. They fell away quite considerably in the second, but they got the try to Nalaga, and it was one of the best conversions I've seen from Sidamaya by curving it from wide outside the right-hand upright all the way back in. Beautiful kick. Great to watch stuff. And the stats at full time, we'll look at the Force here. It was fairly even at half-time between the two sides, but the Force have dominated possession, 62 there to 38. Territory, though, still remained fairly even, 49 to 51. And look at the Fijian, 63 tackles. That is lopsided, very lopsided there. The Western Force only 34. They made 9 handling errors and 8 line breaks. Fiji, though, definitely had their chances. 6 line breaks, but only managed to finish off 1 try, which is very un-Fijian-like. But once again, another loss for the Fijians. They go to 3 losses from 3 matches, and they will need to pull their socks up if they're going to get some victories in this series. As for the Force, that's 2 wins now for them to go with their 4 losses, but that is definitely a way up for the Western Force. So that is me for today. Thank you, Reese Compton, for your request. And if you have one of your own, don't forget you can leave it in the comments or any other medias to get a hold of me, and I can play it out for you just like today's match. As always, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's match, and I'll see you again for plenty more content. Until then, take care.